in this equation, we will be discussing about the Einstein's photoelectric equation. So, for this equation, Einstein was awarded Nobel Prize in 1921. So, in 1905, Einstein explained the photoelectric effect on the basis of Planck's quantum theory of radiation. So, according to Planck's quantum theory of radiation, energy is emitted or absorbed in form of a tiny packets of energy known as quanta, and the energy of each quanta, it is given by E equals to hf, where h is Planck's constant and f is frequency of the radiation. Einstein further explained that when the photon or the radiation having certain energy incidents on the metal surface, then those energy are absorbed by the electron present on the surface of the metal surface, and the photoelectrons are produced. That means the photoelectrons are produced when the radiation or the photon they incident on the metal surface, and those energy they are absorbed by electron. So there are the three conditions when the radiation incidents on the metal surface. Number one, so if the work function is less than energy of electron, so when the work function is less than energy of the electron, so energy of electron, let me just write E, or energy of electron. In second condition, when work function is equals to energy of electron, and when the work function is greater than energy of electron. So what happens? So in first condition, when work function, that means energy of photon is very less, then what happens? In first condition, the photons they incident with the metal surface, and they interacts with electron, and the electron they just vibrate from the mean position. In first condition, photoelectric effect does not appears. Now in second condition, when the energy of photon is equals to energy of electron, then the radiation when they incident or the photon incidents with metal surface, that energy is absorbed by electron, then electron they emitted from the metal surface. So photoelectrons are absorbed in this second condition. And in third condition, when the energy of photon is very great, very high, or the frequency is very high, then we can say that electrons not only emit from the metal surface, they also gets accelerated, and our equation is given by, so energy of photoelectron, it is given by work function plus kinetic energy of photoelectron. So that means energy of photon, so it is given by E will be equals to work function will be phi plus kinetic energy, it will written as half mv square. So let me just describe work function. So work function, it is denoted by phi. So work function, it is defined as the minimum energy of photon which is required to emit the electron from metal surface. Minimum energy of this radiation which is required to emit the electrons from the metal surface, it is defined as work function, and threshold frequency, it is given by f naught. So threshold frequency, it means the minimum frequency of radiation which is required to emit the electrons from the metal surface, it is denoted by threshold frequency, it is denoted by f naught. So we have to simplify this equation. So E will be equals to phi plus half mv square. So this is energy of photon, it is given by hf will be equals to hf naught plus, in place of half mv square we can write kinetic energy. So kinetic energy will be equals to hf minus hf naught, or kinetic energy, it will be hc by lambda minus hc by lambda naught. So kinetic energy will be equals to hc 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught, where lambda naught, this is the threshold wavelength and this is the just wavelength of the radiation. H is Planck's constant, c is velocity of light, and for proposing this theory Einstein was awarded Nobel Prize in 1921. Let me just explain the three conditions in a simple term. So let us just consider one hole, and if I put one marble inside the hole, and if I have to strike that marble with another hole, so again there will be three conditions, 1, 2 and 3. Let me just say this is the photon and this is the electron. So in first condition, when I strike the marble at hole with less energy, then what happens? Then this marble will strike with the marble that is present in a hole, and it will just gets vibrated, or it tries to come out of the hole, but it will not be able to come out because the energy of the marble will be very less. This is the first condition. In second condition, if I now just increase the energy of this marble, so what happens? When I hit this marble in second condition with little more energy, then what happens? The marble which is present in a hole, it will just come out from the hole to the ground or to the surface. This is the second condition. Now if I again hit with more energy, then what happens? The energy, the electron inside the hole, it will come out of the hole as well as it will accelerates. So these are the three conditions that I have explained, but this is just in a simple example form. That means the energy of photon and this will be the electron. So these are the three conditions what Einstein has given. In this question we will be discussing about the measure of Planck's constant by Millikan's method. So in this question we will be deriving the value of H, like as we already know, 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. So actually this is the Planck's constant which is given by Max Planck, and it has been experimentally verified by Millikan's. So as we have already discussed in second law of photoelectric effect, so discharge tube in which two metal plates, anode it is connected with negative terminal, it has been connected to negative terminal, and cathode it has been connected to positive terminal of a battery, and monochromatic radiation is allowed to incident on the cathode plate having different frequencies, and the radiation having different frequencies are allowed to incident on the cathode plate, which will emit the electrons which are known as photoelectrons, and these photoelectrons they gets accelerate towards anode which flows through the current, and it is measured by milliammeter. When the potential is gradually increased, now this potential is gradually increased, so the produced electrons now they are slowly repelled by anode, because anode it is also at negative terminal and electrons they are negatively charged. So when the potential is gradually increased, the electrons they slowly get repelled, and at certain potential electron will not reach to anode, due to which no electrons will reach to anode, and the current in milliammeter it will be 0. That means no current will be read by milliammeter, and that potential is known as stopping potential. So the stopping potential is given by V naught. Also we know the electrons which are emitted from the electrons, they do not reach to anode. That means the electrons, they has been retarded, and it can be explained as kinetic energy is equals to EV naught. The energy, retarded kinetic energy, is equals to charge times stopping potential. So that will be half m v square will be equals to v naught. So we know the energy of photon will be equals to work function plus kinetic energy of photoelectron, that is photoelectron. So we can write HF or E will be equals to phi plus KE, or in place of E we can write HF equals to HF naught, plus in place of kinetic energy we can write EV naught. Now let us just simplify this equation. EV naught will be equals to HF minus HF naught, or V naught equals to HF by E minus HF naught by E. So our equation will be equals to V naught will be equals to HF by E, so plus minus HF by HF naught by E. Now comparing this equation with equation, y equals to mx plus c. So if the slope gets, this is the slope, if we compare with the above equation, so our equation will be slope m will be equals to tan theta, and in place of m we can write, so h by e equals to tan theta. So from this equation we can calculate the value of h.